Debate.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to keep it short. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the rhetoric going around the room, and I just want to put it in simple perspective. I ordered some of my papers and things from regular sessions so that I could just have a clear picture. I learned a long time ago, if you want to make a point, create a word picture. So I'm going to give you some things, some images to look at to put this in perspective. You talk about priorities. The bottom line is we can only spend what we have. And out of the dollars that we've collected in general revenue, I'm going to tell you exactly where our priorities are. 50%, 50 cents on every dollar we have to spend, Mr. President, is spent on education. We have made that the #1 priority of this body, and in the 17 years I've been here, it has been the #1 priority of this body. Second to it is health and human services, the lives of those who we serve at home. 28% of the budget. Next to that would be the justice area, making sure that justice is fulfilled in this state and our citizens are safe and we have access to the courts. That's 17% of our budget. Everything else is fractional. Mr. President, the priorities have always been, and have remained education in this state. Right now, we have a tough economic time, and Mr. President, everybody is feeling it. Troy Kinsey up there with Bay News 9 is running his own camera. Last year, he had 2 people helping him do that. The St. Pete Times is writing for the Miami Herald. The Miami Herald is writing for the St. Pete Times. The Tampa Tribune doesn't have enough reporters up here, so they're sending senior editorialists up here to cover things that are going on. Every entity in this state, in this country, Mr. President, is feeling the pinch of a declining economy. And when you travel around the world, Mr. President, regardless of what country you go in, you see the same conditions. This is not something that is unique to the United States. This is not something that is unique to the state of Florida and not unique to this legislature. This is something that the world is experiencing, and we are experiencing our share of it. Back at home, I am hearing from a lot of people that they don't want services cut. But I'm also hearing from people that can't afford to pay increased taxes because their jobs have been cut. They're on unemployment. They can't find work. And they are hungry. Mr. President, we are in a very tough situation, and I applaud those who have worked diligently to try to do the most with less, and I feel confidently that the budget we have is the finest we could under the circumstances that we are addressing. Mr. President, I respectfully thank you for the opportunity to speak.